Hey everybody, it's Tom with Wayfinder Realty, your host for Sold On Flavor. This week we're going to do Back-Pocket Stroganoff. Now, this is a name I literally just created because the way I was introduced to it was Slumgullen. And when we first started off as a young couple, I was 23, my wife was 22. We didn't have a lot of money, and we had a little one very shortly thereafter. So money was tight. And so we called this broke food. We just did not have a lot of money. So this was a dish that we could put together very easily. Main ingredient is ground beef, served over egg noodles. You can serve it over any type of pasta you want. And it's made with stuff that's usually in your kitchen. We even made it, I use better than bouillon beef broth, but we use these little beef bouillon cubes to give it a little heartier flavor back then. We're not going to do that today, but if that's what you have, that's great. It's made with diced onions, same thing. You want to hide the onions from the kids. You could use onion salt or even granulated dried onions as well, right? We use sliced onions. We didn't have fresh onions in our cupboard. But this is a great dish. I'd really love to get your opinion. Try it out. It's usually a family favorite. A lot of people aren't saying no to this. So without further ado, let's go. Okay, have my ground beef here. I have about 2.5 pounds or 2.25 pounds. Just using a garlic pepper salt or salt pepper garlic mix. If salt and pepper is fine if you want. I always like to season the beef. And next to it, I have my water going for my pasta. I have olive oil in there and salt. So we're going to brown that up first. Once I have my ground beef browned, what I'm going to do is then I'm going to take the beef out, leave the grease in, and cook down my onions and mushrooms in that. I did take out some of the grease. I didn't need all that much. So got my onions in there. I'm going to throw my mushrooms in as well, cook those down. Now I got my mushrooms in. We're going to cook this down. And as you can see, it's a full pan, but once we start to get the water out of those mushrooms and the onions, it's going to shrink up. We'll add the beef back in, then we'll make the sauce on top of it. So my onions and mushrooms are cooked down. I'm going to reintroduce the beef. So I'm going to introduce some flour here. I'm going to let that cook down. If you don't cook down your flour, it's going to taste horrible. All right, that's going to be the basis of our sauce. It's Worcestershire sauce. A couple good shakes. My beef broth. Okay, next up is ketchup. About 1/4 cup. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take sour cream and finish this off. Now I'll take this right off the heat. I don't want to cook it after I've introduced the sour cream. I'll show you that when I'm done. Probably about 4 ounces is enough. Okay, now this is, once I've had the sour cream 4 ounces mixed in, it's a very thick, rich sauce. So you have a lot of different flavors in there. The ketchup offsets it with a little bit of sweetness. This is definitely a favorite in our house. Hey everybody, it's Tom with Wayfinder Realty, your host for Sold On Flavor. This week, Back-Pocket Stroganoff. This is a normal rotation in our family. Me and the boys love to chow down on this. It's comfort food. It's delicious. If anyone wants to come at me and say this isn't a healthy dish, neither is stroganoff. Give this a try. It's a knockoff of it. I love it. made with stuff usually in your house. Till next week, take care.